Gentlemen, welcome back to the show. Well, guys, has the world gone mad? It is. Like, no. It is. Oh, and by the way, I've actually fixed this squeaking chair, I think. I got some of that WD-40 or lubricant stuff there this morning. Tried to put it on, but you can actually still hear the thing. Oh my god, I've got the worst squeak in my chair ever. What the fuck is going on? I'm horrendous. I'm brutal, guys. You shouldn't be listening to me at all. Well, oh, lads, come here. This is priceless. I'm reading some articles now, as some of you know I've done this already. And now I'm reading this article here now, and they call it a situationship when it comes to a relationship or dating, right? And I can tell you this, guys, right? As you know, I'm trying to help a lot of you out here with your dating problems, trying to find somebody. But I tell you, some days, just not even worth getting out of fucking bed. I mean, the bullshit I'm listening to here on this. I've read this article about 5 times, and I still can't figure it out. Right, so you'll have to forgive me, guys, if I'm all over the place on this episode, because I'm actually still trying to figure out what this person's saying. Now, I'm going to read it out to you. All right, obviously, I won't mention what paper, and I won't mention the journalist. As you know, I always keep things anonymous. But this is just fucking nuts. Oh my god alive. I swear to God, it's situationship. Has anybody heard situationship before? Because this is my first time, and I can tell you guys, this is like a business deal, the way this person's going on. So, the heading is Romantic Probation. Could a 3-month trial period lead to stronger, happier relationships? That's the heading. 3-month trial period. Now, firstly, I see huge red flags already. Who goes into a relationship with a trial period? Okay, consciously in your mind. Now, guys, please, if you've read this article, I fucking beg you, I'm on my hands and fucking knees, pay no attention to this bollocks. This is total and utter horseshit. Okay? Don't go into... Look, if you're going on a first date, don't go into the date thinking there's gotta be a 3-month trial period and we're gonna have a big chat about this and blah, 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 right? Because look what you're doing. You're putting yourself in a situation where in your mind you're putting up barriers already before you even fucking got to know the person, right? And this could be your first date. So you've put up a mental barrier already. Now, all of a sudden, if you start having a conversation to somebody that, oh, we'll have a 3-month trial and see how we go, okay? Now what you've done is you've created a mental barrier in your head. You've created a mental barrier in their head. In other words, what you're saying to the other person is, I don't know if you're good enough for me. And, let's see how you go. Now, what does that do to the other person's psyche? You know what I mean? That's gonna fuck somebody up. Like, that's gonna mess somebody up, or that's gonna put somebody on edge, nervous, not being able to be relaxed around you, not comfortable around you. So therefore, you're not getting their real self, if they're being real now, of course. We all know there's, a couple of liars out there and they manipulate people, but if they are real people and genuine people, there's a very, very good chance that you... I don't even believe what I'm talking about here. Oh my god. Actually, do you know what? Has the world gone mad? No. Have I lost my fucking mind? I actually think I am. But okay, I'm gonna keep going, lads. Work with me here. Give me some rope here, alright? Oh lordy. Okay, so if you're gonna do this with somebody, you're putting them on the back foot before you've even begun. Right? It takes all the romance out of it. It takes all the attraction out of it because, oh, well, hey, I don't know how they're feeling. And, what if you do fall for somebody in that first 3 months? What if you are maybe not even fall for them, but what if you really like them? Now, you're going to be on edge because this person has come to you and said, oh, well, hang on, I'm on a fucking trial period here with her, so I can't be upfront and honest with her or him. And all of a sudden, they're going to feel a bit more less relaxed. They could probably actually resent you because, oh, I got to wait out for 3 months until she fucking makes up her mind or he makes up her mind. It all roads lead to here is bitterness and resentment towards the other fucking person. And I can guarantee you, we've all been like this, right? Where we think of the other person, oh yeah, Mr. fucking High Horse here, boy, or Mrs. High Horse. And what it also leads to is paranoia. Because you're going to be thinking, well, hang on a second. Is the other person dating other people? Now, guys, let's admit here, if you're on Tinders and Bumbles and POFs, we all know to some degree that in the back of our minds that the other person that you've gone on a, let's say, a first or second date, they could be going on other dates with other people. We all know this. But here's the thing. We don't think about it, do we? No, we don't. I've been on plenty of dates over the last couple of years, from Tinders or Bumbles or whatever, all throughout the years. And you know what? I don't go around thinking, oh, I wonder now, is she going on another date tomorrow now with some other dude? Unless she actually physically says it out loud. But here's the thing. We don't go around wanting to believe we're another number. And this is what this person's doing with this trial period bullshit. You're drawing a line in the sand. Romance is gone. Bitterville, ladies and gentlemen, Bitterville is here. Because I can tell you now, the other person is not going to put up with it for a while. And even if they do, you're never going to forget it. Okay? Let's say even after the 3 months. Now, by the way, we haven't even finished this article, but I know already I've got enough to talk about here from the fucking heading. But let's say after the 3 months, everything is good and the girl or guy wants to be with you and you're like, huh, okay, so we're actually a couple now. Well, that's great. So what happens now? You see, you've started off on the back foot. Where do you go now? Are you on the front foot now? Or where are you? And you're always going to be thinking, let's say things work out after the 3 months and 3.5 months in, you're officially boyfriend, girlfriend, and then all of a sudden, you're at work one day and you're getting the cup of tea and you're fairly tired, you're hungover from the weekend, or you're whatever, just exhausted from doing whatever, hiking at the weekend. And you're not yourself. And all of a sudden, the 3-month probation period kicks into your head as you're stirring your cup of tea, putting in the milk, and all it takes is that one little resentment, bitter thought, that fucking bitch, that fucking prick. And where do you go then? You are fucked. Okay? You are fucked. Because it was creeping in the back of your head and it'll come out eventually out of you anyway while you're getting your tea or your coffee or whatever the hell. Right? So anyway, let's move on down here. Good Lord. Okay, so it does say here, the subtitle here is, instead of getting swept up in new love affairs, a host of TikTokers now swear by setting clear rules akin to a probationary period of employment. Well, a lot of you know I'm on TikTok, and I've seen some other relationship, dating type of profiles up there too, kind of like mine. I haven't seen this yet. I don't know where this person's coming to. And in fairness, quite a lot of people actually tag me. They're saying, oh, hey, Peter, listen, enjoy your profile. Or, you know, maybe they don't. But they're saying, oh, well, you should definitely check out this other person. So I do get tagged in quite a lot. So here's what they're calling it. They're calling it here now, partner probations. What is the age of this? New. Okay, so I presume you've just met them, right? So the appearance, you see, here we go. There's another red flag. They're calling this, the appearance is, it's like a relationship up to a point. Hang on a second. Let's go back. Don't we just hear what the person has just said? Appearance. So you're trying to appear to everybody else? Is that what this person is saying? Or are you trying to appear this for you or who the other person are? Are you just playing a fucking game and waiting to see if anybody else better comes along? Now, the person goes along. So basically how they're laying this out in the article, guys, is they're saying when they say name, this is in bold, and then partner probations is the answer to the sort of the subtitle here, right? I hope you know what I mean. So up to what point, it says. So they say 3 months. Okay. Now the person says, and then what? Person says back, then we'll see. So the person says, well, are you asking me out because I think your technique is terrible? Fucking no shit. The person answers back, I'm just trying to apprise you of the ins and outs of a relationship probation. Like, what? Wait a second. You're making this sound like this has existed for thousands and thousands of years and you just woke it up to reality. Hello? No, honey. You're making this shit up. This is a new thing. You're trying to make it out that it's actually been around for thousands of years. Are you fucking nuts? Oh man. Now the person asks, where is this coming from? And the answer is, it appears to have its roots in employment practices, and the debate about it seems to have its home on TikTok. This person has lost their fucking minds, man. It has its roots in employment practices. So, when did relationships and dating ever become like employment? Are you serious? Like, if this employment practice was, let's convert this into employment, right? So like this psycho person's going on about having this 3-month probation period of dating. Well, let's say you're in an employment office, right? You get a new job or you're on internship, whatever, but you've got a 3-month probation, right? In other words, if you're good after 3 months, they take you on. Well, I mean, you gotta admit, even for the person in a career here, it's say they're an intern, they're doing a 3-month thing, they're gonna be working their ass off because they really want the job. But then what happens, right? Okay, they feel more relaxed because they get the job, but that's fine, because that's what happens out there in the world, right? But they're still on edge for the 3 months, okay? And there isn't anything personal per se when it comes to a job. They just go in, do the job, bang, good luck, they go home. Whereas this is dealing with people's feelings here. Oh my God. Okay, the next question. And what is a relationship probation? The answer, it is a contractually agreed trial period, typically 90 days, during which a romantic attachment continues while certain conditions are supposed to be met. This is kind of getting funny, I have to say. Oh my God. Okay. So then the person says, then you break up like you were always going to? ? Now the person responds, no, not necessarily. The relationship may be saved as long as your significant other follows the PIP. And yes, here I will explain what PIP means, ladies and gentlemen. It's called the Performance Improvement Plan. A lot of the terms used in a partner probation are borrowed from human resources. So we're back to the work. When did a relationship have human resources? Do you go into human resources in your work and talk to them about your dating life? I don't think so. Performance improvement plan. Like, guys, did I say to you already? I've read this article about 5 times. I think actually 5 times, and I still can't figure it out. And I still can't figure it out for the 6th time. In fact, I'm even saying, am I even on the right fucking article? And I actually am. The heading has, romantic probation could be a 3-month period leading to stronger, happier relationships. Oh my God. Guys, I don't know, if you've heard some of my other episodes, you might remember me saying, if a lot of things don't make sense, they actually do make sense, you just don't know what the other person's motivation is. I've said that quite a bit, right? And hopefully you've heard that before. So, something doesn't make sense what your boyfriend, girlfriend, or somebody you're dating does, right? It makes all the fucking sense in the world. You just don't know what they're up to. Okay? Like, there's no such thing as, this person's, like, unless the person's now on medication, right? And they're on and off their meds or whatever the fuck, or they're drunk and they're saying this and then all of a sudden, right? That's an entirely different scenario. But if this is consistent behavior from people, you just don't know what their goal here is and motivation. Now, this person's motivation, this person hates men and women, definitely. Okay, maybe just the one or maybe both, but they fucking hate people. They're scared out of their minds of a relationship, and they don't want to get into anything, even though they don't have to, and they're actually trying to piss all over people. It's like in the movie The Dark Knight. Michael Caine says, some people, and he's talking about the Joker, some people just want to watch the world burn. And you know what? This is exactly what this person's doing. They just want to fuck around with the person, get the person on the back foot, get that 3 month, so like they're looking at it in terms of first impressions last. So if you're on the back foot for the first 3 months, well then you'll be on the back foot for the rest of the relationship anyway. Why wouldn't you, right? Like if you sign up and agree for this, why wouldn't you be on the back foot? Are you really going to get back on the front foot on this with a person dealing with this shit? Oh my god. Okay, we're going to keep going here. Now, let's see. Okay, here's another question. What if after 90 days the signs aren't good? That's a question. Now the answer is move on and stop wasting your time, because that's how you end up in a situationship. Oh my god. A situationship. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. You heard it. A situationship. It is, apparently, a romantic relationship that is ongoing and yet ill-defined, with no sense of commitment or forward momentum. Let me just read that again. A romantic relationship that is ongoing and yet ill-defined, with no sense of commitment or forward momentum. So in other words, you're just fucking, right? You're like a booty call. Or you're just around for just someone to just bang. Which, hey, by the way, I'd have more respect for the person if they actually just said that out loud. Say, hey, listen, John, hey, Mary, look, I'm not looking for a relationship. I really am not. I'd still love to be dating you, though. It'd be cool if you're up for it. And if John or Mary says, yeah, okay, I'm up for that too. Perfect. Job done. Who gives a fuck? Right? It's what both people want. But this is basically saying, I want to fuck you, or I want to date you. I want to get out every now and then for a night out, or this or that, or whatever. And after 3 months, I might end up dumping you. Oh my god. And the person here here comes the next question, and I love this part, right? They're actually like, they're turning, this girl or guy is actually turning this question into like, they're buying into the business side of this. The question is, will I have access to the full range of benefits during the probationary period? Oh my god. And the answer is, the terms are up to both partners. Typically refrain from having sex. But we're human. We all have needs. Oh Lord. And then the next question, is any of this actually a good idea? Answer: it depends on who you ask. Some relationship experts think the attention to relationship maintenance is good, but imposing conditions and time limits unilaterally can be simply manipulative. Well, they're being a little bit honest here. My god. The next one. Just like my actual boss, they made me sign a contract and then fired me anyway after 90 days. And then the person asks back, for not following the PIP? Oh lord. Oh my god. Oh, Jesus Christ. Guys, this is getting insanity. It really is. This is coming from people. Here's the motivation and the goals of this fucking lunatic who's even writing this article is crazy. And I think personally, the person who's writing this article, or anybody that follows these ridiculous policies, turning it into a business now, their motivation is they hate men or women. They don't want anything. They just want to mess you around for months And if they do want a relationship, they're so scared of getting into a relationship that they want to have something like this pathetic fucking policy that they want to put you on the back foot. And after 3 months, you'll be so used to being on the back foot, you'll stay on the back foot because you'll be worn out. Okay? So guys, please do not fall for this crap. There is no healthy, positive motivation, reason to do any of this ever. This is actually an established newspaper, by the way, and I can't believe I'm actually reading it from it. Like, I'm almost saying, is it a joke? You know? Is it a joke? It's nuts. Now, I went on a date there a couple of months ago. A couple of months ago. And I remember myself and the girl, we ended up kissing at the end of the night, right? Which was fine. It was a small kiss. And then I leant in and gave her another kiss. And then she went, "Oh, Peter, you've met your quota for the day." I went, "I'm sorry, I've what? I've met my quota?" And I even laughed it off, guys. I went, "Oh, yeah, whatever, okay." And I tried to give her another kiss, right? I thought she was just winding me up. And then she actually said, No, Peter, I'm serious. And I looked at her again, and I was like, she's fucking me, right? And then she looked at me and she goes, "Peter, I'm serious. You've met your quota." I went, "Well, we're over. Good luck to you, girlie. You've met your quota." And you know what, guys? If that girl heard that from a guy, she'd lose her fucking mind. She'd be one of the types now to absolutely lose it, bitch and moan to all her friends. And this girl I went on a date with, a couple of months ago actually, she definitely would buy into this horse shit. But again, she just, like the girl I went on a date with, I knew her motivation afterwards. It made total sense. She just wanted to have a night out, right? And I think at the end of the night, look, I'll give him a kiss. Why not? What's the big deal? But then, okay, enough's enough, Peter, enough's enough. So, guys, oh God. And if you've read this article, or if you ever hear about it, guys, situationship, or 3-month policy. Give me a break. If you ever read these articles, please ignore it, guys. Go out on a date. Here's the solution. You go on a date. You maybe meet them again. And then you maybe meet again. And then maybe you meet again. And then maybe you meet again. How about that? How about just keep it nice and simple? Like normal people do in this world, and they've done for thousands and thousands of years, or however humans have been around on this planet. Because the way this person's talking, like it's been around forever. No, it hasn't, asshole. It has not been around forever. So please, guys, don't fall for this horseshit. Understand their motivation is not a healthy one. Thanks for listening, guys, and I'll be back. See you later.